What is an adult problem that nobody prepared you for? Aging parents. My defining moment of adulthood was standing in a room picking out my mother's casket. I was married with 2 kids by then, but this is the moment I truly felt like an adult. There's a dialogue in a Telugu movie that I saw. In that scene, an early 20s guy was telling his dad how his mom irritates him sometimes. At that point in the movie, the dad's mom was sorta missing. So, the dad says only until our parents die we can be children. When they die, they take our childhood with them. That hit my dad pretty hard. He was newlywed when my grandfather died. Edit, I've never been through losing a parent, and I dread that day that it happens. But the best I can do is offer you guys a huge hug from a random Redditor. Edit 2. Yes, this is from Oh Baby. The childishness of other adults. Right here is the ultimate comment. I thought when I graduated from college the workplace would be full of serious people. Oh God, was I wrong? There is so much childish behavior with adults that it amazes me our society functions at all. Suburban adulthood and middle school have a lot more in common than I was expecting. Have you not heard the song High School Never Ends? I was not expecting it to be so true. How much every injury you had as a kid didn't really heal, it just lay dormant until you woke up on your 38th birthday. Now it hurts all the time. Shit, I turned 38 in 2 months. Are all of my broken bones going to come back to haunt me? Kinda? I mean, I had several car accidents as young man. Fully recovered, no lasting damage, boo it now 20 years later my neck hurts. Pretty much all the time. Had x-rays, see a chiropractor. I do stretches and exercises for it. It's just not right. It's damage from whiplash as a kid. Not much to be done about it. Wear your seatbelt and drive safe, kids. The mental load of remembering everything that needs to be done, and project managing it all. House repairs, improvements, finances, cleaning, laundry, bills, hiring people to do things, trips to the vet for vaccines, groceries, car maintenance, and the list goes on. It takes up too much room in my head. I'm just gonna reply here to all the people saying use a calendar or journal. I've explained that I already use a calendar for almost things in another comment. It described myself as a highly organized person. I have to be at my job, and that crosses over into my personal life. I'm not actively trying to remember things only in my head only to complain about it on Reddit. Just because I've written something in a calendar does not mean that this thing or task no longer takes up room in my head. And that's the point of my response to op. It continues to take up that room due to the anxiety of actually getting it done. It's also impossible to write down every little thing that needs to be done, because frankly I'd spend more time writing in my calendar than actually getting shit done. Additionally, the list doesn't cover things that crop up at the time. For example, you've planned to clean, say, the bedroom tonight, and find something that belongs in another room, so go there to tidy it away only to discover something else that needs done. We cannot write down every little thing. Being tired all the ducking time. Bruh. I went out with my friend the other night. I'm usually in bed by 10. Stayed out till 2, was asleep by 3. Didn't have a sip of alcohol and needed a day of recovery. I used to party all night, then be back at work to manage a restaurant at 8 a.m., then go out and do it again the next night. This getting older shit is no joke. I used to rock and roll all night and party every day. Then it was every other day. Now I'm lucky if I can find a half an hour a week in which to get funky. Homer Simpson. I used to be with it, but then they changed what it was. Now, what in with isn't it, and what's it seems weird and scary to me. And eventually it'll happen to you. Grandpa Simpson. The realization that $1,000 is not a lot of money to have, but it is a lot of money to owe someone. It's like calories. 1,000 extra calories is easy to eat in one day. Cutting 1,000 calories from your day on the other hand. Being absolutely exhausted most of the time. I never thought I'd be the I hate everyone guy. But I am, and everyone can FCK off. Edit, thank you for the love. We all become Squidward after hitting a certain age. You either die a SpongeBob or live long enough to become a Squidward. Me? I'm Patrick. Duck your rat race. When to call a repairman and when you can amateurly fix it yourself. When to know a tradesman, plumber, auto mechanic, dentist, etc., is scamming you or actually doing their job. You want to give them the professional benefit of the doubt too, but shit happens all the time. Do I really have to be a Renaissance man in order to properly vet someone to do what they say they're gonna do? For me, it's a time cost balancing act. My sprinkler system was acting up, so I looked it up on YouTube and found the parts. Parts were $60, then I realized it needs special tools for this one time and the thing needed to be rewired. When I got a quote for $200 to fix it, I realized that was the better deal rather than paying close to $100 for materials, my whole afternoon, plus the chance of me screwing it up and getting upset. What's my time and hassle worth factored into my true cost? Sometimes it pays to DIY, sometimes calling a pro makes more sense. This answer right here should be at the very top. Exactly the rule any homeowner needs to live by. How hard it is to keep friends. Don't even get me started on relationships. Edit, thank you for all the awards. Yay, seriously. I still have one or two close friends in different states that I barely even talk to. Other than my wife and my kids, I've got no friends. Don't even have video game friends anymore. I'm not sad or lonely or anything, just kinda miss that part of my life. The endless cleaning. I had chores when I was a kid, but I had zero clue how much actual work went into keeping house. I cleaned my house this morning and by midweek it'll be a war zone of pet hair, crumbs, and dust. I don't even have kids. WTF, it's like the underpants gnomes show up when I'm asleep and duck my house up. You telling me I gotta make food every day? Often multiple times a day just to stay alive. I've been putting off going to the grocery store to get some ingredients all week, because I'm a lazy duck and I live out in the country. The existential horror of being in a dead-end job with a horrible boss but can't afford to quit because you'll starve. Edit, whoa. Just so you know guys, I'm better now. I left the job I didn't like and I enjoy my work now. Also, as some of you suggested, I've been doing my master's concurrently. I'm working towards my dream job in a university. I just recently quit my unfulfilling job after working there for almost 3 years, had a little saved up to help support myself until I find a job I enjoy more. How's it going so far? Could be better, trying to downsize my life and find a part-time job that doesn't take my soul. Office politics. Edit, this is the way. My first employer was a young tech company. Aside from the big wigs, president, vice president, etc., the majority of the company was younger than 30. And it was a blast. Everyone got along usually. My current employer, most people are above 40s. And it is like high school drama all over again. So much political BS and the majority of leaders act like entitled children. So much scapegoating and name blaming. So many fake people and relationships. I don't get it. Back pain. Everything hurts. Vegetables die too soon in the fridge. All the laundry. Good grief, does it pile up? This is how I feel about the dishes. I will never live anywhere without a dishwasher again. I run one load a day. Where they all come from, I have no idea. But dishes never stop. Oh my god, my current apartment has no dishwasher and I just want to die, every day. I am literally counting down the days until I can move in a place that has a dishwasher again. The incessant flow of bills, phone, water, electricity, insurance, rent, mortgage, also, college debt. Oh, and dental care. Kurt Vonnegut had it right when he said the trouble with getting older is you outlive your teeth. Even if you take perfect care of your teeth, every time you chew you're grinding your teeth together and a tiny bit gets worn off. If we ever figure out immortality, one of the side issues will be that around the age of 100 you'll need to go in and have all your teeth removed and implants installed. Even worse, they'll eventually need to replace the cartilage in every joint in your body. Either that or find some way of making cartilage heal. Controlling your finances. Everything I have learned about budgeting, debt recovery, pensions, saving, and wise purchases I have had to learn for myself. A lack of community. Growing up you have your elementary school. Each day you see your friends and participate in activities together. Sometimes they move away and sometimes you do, but it largely stays the same through high school and middle school. Flash forward to adulthood and you're just alone. You want to make friends, Earl, but have no idea how to go about doing it without seeming creepy, desperate, or God knows what. This is really hard when you are not overtly religious, so you cannot join a religious community. My friend and I talk about this from time to time, It's arguably the hardest thing to deal with in life. It gets worse the longer you live, as you know you are outliving your generation.